Guys, influencers in Europe must be stopped. I mean, it's bad enough that we have them here in America on every street corner of every major city, but now they are coming to your guys' countries and basically doing not a single Google search before they get on the airplane or every major airport. All right, strap in. Let's go.
Europe is a big country, so there's lots to be said about it.
Right out the gate. We got it. Europe is a big country, you guys. It's like me going to Argentina saying South America is a big country.
So let's begin. They get things a lot later than the US. Don't quote me on this, but I think they got electricity like 10 years ago. No one.
This is not real. Her title says, I said what I said. What the hell? No one in Europe speaks English. This can't.
In Europe speaks English. London would be the only country where you could go and I guess speak English, but it's different. It's British. They won't
I didn't know London was a country.
Stupid. Understand American. I hear they don't have spices besides salt there, so I'm definitely bringing some spices when I go. Along those lines, I hear all they eat is fish, so I guess Europe and Japan are pretty similar. But I mean, you all know this. We all went to school, but I think in Europe, everyone is homeschooled on the fuel.
Let's be real. Did you go to school? Did you? Did you go to school in Somalia? Like, what the hell is happening right now?
So maybe I should start teaching them some stuff about, like, the rest of the world.
All right, that was the cringe level on that one. 9. Someone says, is school illegal in the USA? Can someone translate this video to European? I don't really understand what she's saying. I know American can come off a little tough sometimes, but basically she's translating that she knows absolutely nothing about the entire world. Somebody says, when you come to Europe, can you please bring me a bucket of electricity with you so I can charge my phone? All right.
Never flying Ryanair ever again.
I've calmed down a bit. I feel like I can gather my thoughts a little bit.
Posting this here because everyone at the Ryanair office was extremely rude and unprofessional. So this was my final straw of getting robbed at least $200. I have not seen this, but I can already tell you I know exactly what it is. She probably had a bag that is far too large for a carry-on and got charged a bunch of extra money. I mean, we've done a Ryanair video. I know about Ryanair. You can get some cheap flights, but also they do not give a
more properly, but that was the least professional experience I've ever experienced. You watch my videos or just know me, you know that I show up like the happiest and kindest human being to everybody always. The fact that I was treated like this is really, really like horrifying, honestly. And plain discrimination. Nobody here gave a fuck.
Dude, yo, throwing out the a white woman throwing out the discrimination. This is a first. This is a first for me. Honestly, there's zero context though. I still don't know exactly what's going on yet. She's very, very sad.
It's really sad, but it's my disclaimer.
You guys, I literally get to the airport. I'm like running late, checking the bag is closed. So I'm like, whatever. Just go through security. I run through it for a takeoff. I run to the gate. And as soon as I get up to the gate, this fucking lady, Isabella something, like, fuck her.
Isabella something. At least she remembered her name. What? What is happening?
He fucking sees me. I'm like recording myself. I'm like, oh my god, guys, I made it to the flight. Thank god. Like, I thought I was gonna miss the flight. Like, immediately sees me, is having a shit ass day. She's like, you have to delete that video. I'm like, I was just videoing myself. What do you mean? And she's like, no, you have to delete it right now or else I'm calling the police. And I was like, okay. So I deleted it. She's like, you have to delete it out of the recently deleted and you need to show me. I'm like, oh my god. Then the guy proceeds to tell me that I have to pay another $75, even though I already paid to check this in. Pay another $75 for them to check it in at the gate. I'm like, whatever. And she's giving me the most fucking attitude, like, and I didn't do anything. I walked up to the gate, I'm smiling.
There's so much getting cut out. There's so much getting cut out.
I'm like, thank god I didn't miss my flight. Like, that's it. She's immediately being a bitch to me. I'm sorry you're fucking miserable. I would be too if I were you and had that sort of attitude on life. Then they make me pay the $75. Whatever, I fucking pay it. I'm literally about to go through. I'm like, you know, you're a bitch and it costs $0 to be nice to someone. And she goes, that's it. You're not getting on the flight. They're not.
This is like talking shit to the fast food worker in the drive-thru. You just don't do it. You So Isabella works for Ryanair and you proceeded to call her a bitch and then you're surprised that she didn't let you on the flight? First of all, I don't even know exactly what happened. Why was Isabella being mad? Why did you have to pay twice for your bag? I mean, if you really did, wouldn't you have some type of like receipt? This video is just all over the place. And she says, Ryanair, you have lost a genuine customer because I've never been treated like I was by Isabella at your Porto location. Also, she's recording in public. Might want to look up the recording in public laws before you go to a country. I'm not too sure what they are in Spain, but wait, hold on. Porto is in Spain or Portugal? I'm having an American moment here.
They're not letting me get on my flight now. And after they made me pay a $75 extra bag charge, my bag isn't even on the plane. And I already paid for a bag.
She's got to be having a really bad day. I'm sorry, Jolene. Jolene? She's got to be having a horrible day for her to be crashing out this hard right now.
I was doing my check-in, so I wouldn't have to pay the $75 at the gate. I understand it's my fault. I was late. I was gonna pay the $75. It's fine.
Oh.
Fuck Ryanair. Literally never flying with them ever again. Rudest fucking people ever.
And they won't give me a refund. They won't do anything. They won't refund me for the $75. They just made me pay on top 2 seconds before they refused me getting on the plane. It's crazy. Genuinely crazy. That's why they are able to make money.
I would say calling the flight attendant a little crazy as well. All right, we gotta go. I gotta go to the comments on this one. Verbal abuse is not okay. You are wrong. Okay, yeah, verbal abuse is not okay. 53,000 likes on that. All right. Someone says, so we are on team Ryanair, question mark. I can't believe you've made the whole of Europe side with Ryanair. Somebody says, I've flown Ryanair for almost every flight for the last 10 years and I've never been refused boarding, but then I've also never verbally abused the gate staff, so that might be why. Yeah, crazy work. Crazy work. All right, let's see what else we got.
A concerned American in Europe here. Where's the water? Are we...
Where in Europe? Where in Europe are you?
Why are we not consuming water? I feel like SpongeBob at the end of the movie. I feel like Rango. Can I get a sip? I'm parched. No water fountains in the gym?
Brother, you went to the gym and didn't bring a water bottle? I mean, they have a water fountain at my gym, but I still bring my own water. Yeah, he is very confused, not bringing water to a gym. This is not a Europe problem, you know? It's kind of like a you problem. Damn! I'm so bewildered by how often Americans say this. I get water everywhere. So there's this thing called the tap. Looks a little bit like a hook. If you turn the lever, water comes out. Voila. Here we go. Okay, we got an American in the comments. American also living in Europe. Belgium. I'm never thirsty because I fill my water bottle up at the tap. What is wrong with y'all? I can appreciate the y'all in there, that he threw that in there. He's letting you know that, yes, he is American. I don't know. People post some ridiculous things online. Seems like Americans, when they go to Europe, though, it's 3 tiers. You have negligence, stupidity, and then rage bait. Those are like the 3 main topics for content that Americans make inside of Europe. Drives me absolutely nuts. I'm over here trying to plan like a cinematic video that I can make, experiencing cool cultures when I come visit Europe, going into, small towns, trying to reach out to people. And then I got people over here like, what's this guy's name? Pertinence. Pissed off about there's no water. Drives me absolutely insane. Streamer Miss Many gets into an insane car accident in Germany right after talking about how she's on a road with no speed limit. Oh, dear God. The streamer epidemic. I'm going to have to rewrite the title if there's too many streamers in here.
I'm on an Autobahn right now. So the Autobahn, you can drive as fast as you want. There's no speed limit.
Straight streaming. Oops. I'm not gonna lie, this actually makes me really mad. I'm smiling right now because I'm reacting to it, but it just drives me apps. These streamers, don't let streamers start in Europe either. I know you guys have them. We have them everywhere. I've seen them pop up on my feeds from time to time, and usually it's the younger generation, and they just look like complete idiots doing anything they can possibly do for clout. Like, why are you live streaming yourself driving on the Autobahn? Sounds like there was someone else in the car. You probably should have given the camera to them and like focused on the road. Look at her just staring at it. Looking over. Oh! Jesus.
Alles okay? Alles okay? Alles okay? Alles okay? Mary?
I'm not too sure where she's from. She sounds American, but the other people in the car didn't sound so much. I could be completely wrong, but by the way, people still don't know how to move over, even on the Autobahn. It's incredibly difficult to actually drive fast on most parts of the Autobahn. Someone says, since when is streaming and driving legal? I'm gonna take a wild guess that it's not.
In my long life, I've been lucky enough to travel to almost every part of the globe and gaze upon some of...
Jesus, Rebecca. What are you trying to... Is he even record? Yeah, he's got his phone right there. Well, what are these moves?
its most beautiful and dramatic sights. I can assure you that nature in these islands, if you know where to look, can be just as dramatic and spectacular as anything that I've seen elsewhere.
The narration is gone. Who watched that video that she made? Like scrolling on their TikTok, laying down on their couch. Ooh, look at this girl. Oh, she's spinning her. Oh, is she okay? Oh, she's okay. All right, there she goes again. I can't handle it. All right, it's the one and only Kiera Smallwood. Is that who this is? The fact she called you weird for filming her. Did I miss that?
The British Isles are globally important for nature. In this series, we'll show you why that is so and celebrate the wonders of these islands.
God is she doing?
That we call home. This is Wild Isle.
I don't think I saw her say that she's... It's so weird. Sorry. Someone says, I know who this was instantly. I don't. Never seen him before.
That moment when you go into a Northern Ireland bar and are immediately accused of being a bad person because you're from the United States.
Please don't say discrimination. Please don't say discrimination.
Doesn't feel very good. Culture shock, I guess. But we're staying in this cute little coastal town, and we went to just enjoy a beer, and we're like, you know, we don't want to talk about anything or anything like that, and it just ended up with me in tears. So,
apparently,
if you're an American citizen, maybe just proceed with caution. That moment when you go into a northern...
Proceed with caution for what? I've never felt more unwelcomed. Cushendall was beautiful. However, if you want to have a good cry, go to the Central Bar. If you're an American, just know you are not welcomed. I don't know, you know? I know a fair amount of Irish people. A lot of you guys that watch are Irish. You seem really, really nice. Imagine going to Northern Ireland, in famously very political place, and getting upset at being asked who you voted for. Is that what she got upset about? There's a second part. I saw it here. Let's see it.
Story time of why I felt uncomfortable and unwelcomed in the north of Ireland. I walked in with my
The north of Ireland or Northern Ireland? I guess the north of Ireland.
husband to the Central Bar, and I immediately noticed that they had the world news on. Rightfully so. There's a lot of crazy things going on in this world, and sure, they want to watch it. I'm a visitor in your country. That is completely your prerogative. You can watch or do what you want. That's fine. I genuinely mean that. But when
I will say that watching world news while you're drinking is a little crazy. It's usually the one time that I try and check out from the world news.
I walked in, there was a cute little fireplace, and so I asked the gentleman sitting there if that table was open. They then said, yeah, you can sit there. And so my husband and I sat down. The woman behind the bar was so kind. She was very nice, gave us our pints, what have you. Then the gentleman said, are you American? And I said, yes, we're American. And I'm not lying to you when I say it instantly went from, yes, I'm American, to, well, who'd you vote for? And I kind of was just shocked. I'm like, wow, that was very direct. And I said, you know, we're on vacation. We're trying to get away from all of that. We don't really want to talk about it.
Oh, that's not good. Just say it. It's okay. Like, you can say who you voted for. It'll be easy for me because I just go, neither. Nobody. They all suck.
And I did not know that that automatically meant, oh, you're a MAGA crazy Nazi that blah, 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 blah. Like, I've been reading in my comments. Had no idea. Now, the other thing people were upset.
I will give her, I'll give her, I'll reach an arm out to her because even myself, I have made quite a bit of videos on YouTube, and you guys have sent some where people clip me talking about, I don't know, something random, and people on TikTok will put Trump supporter over my content, and I have the biggest laugh. It is hilarious. Or what did it say? MAGA American or something. I can't remember what the hell it was. A couple of you sent it to me. I was just laughing. Dude, you just gotta shrug it off. People are more direct in Europe. It's fine.
About was the fact that I called it Northern Ireland. I will say this. I did Google. A lot of people are like, can't you just Google search it? I did Google search Cushendall. I'm probably going to get in trouble for saying it wrong too. Sorry. And I read Northern Ireland. And so that's what I said. And again, was not trying to be offensive to anybody. Now, if you're wanting to know what I said that really set them off.
I feel like something's missing here.
I'll tell you. They said, so where are you traveling from here? Fair question. I love bar talk. Yeah, I said, we started.
Okay, yeah, because she's making it sound like it was very direct and uncomfortable, but then they started asking where she was traveling. So I'm sure that everything seems all hunky-dory. It was probably okay.
In Dublin, we went up to Giant's Causeway, and we just are kind of going to go all the way down until we hit Dublin again to go home. And he goes, oh, okay, so what brought you here? And I told him I have visited England and Wales and Scotland, and I've visited everywhere in the UK, and so coming up here's the last spot so I can be able to say that I have been everywhere in the UK.
Oh my dear God. Oh, I don't feel bad for her. I would immediately, if that came out of my mouth, she better have said sorry, my bad. Did she?
That is the moment when it just went dead silent, and I was...
You start calling the Irish English?
You're in Ireland. This is not the UK. We're Irish. And I was like, oh, like, again, I apologize. Very sorry. I did not want to upset or offend. And I even went so far as to let him, I'm like, I'm so sorry about that. And he goes, let me tell you something. And so he continued to tell me why, they are not British. They are not the UK, that they're Irish and how bad the British are. And they even showed me the plaque in the alley about the 1981 hunger strike. And I was very polite and keen to learn about something I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out what
sorry if you find
I'm
uneducated. Maybe I don't know everything, but possibly that's why I'm there to learn. And I was thrown off guard. I wasn't expecting. People are like, what do you expect? I'm sorry. I guess I did not expect to just be candidly like, well, who'd you vote for? And so everything at that, we went back into the bar after they showed me the plaque of the 1981 hunger strike. And then my husband and I continued just our own drink.
It sounds like they were being really nice. Like they went and showed her a plaque, giving her a bunch of information about the Irish. I would have been like, hell yeah, dude. Thanks for the history lesson.
And because the news was on and because people tend to drink in pubs, the longer we were there, the more drunk people were getting and the more upset they were getting and the more nasty the comments began to come. And although they may not have been directed directly to me or my husband, yeah,
they were just shit talking Americans.
In general, remove the politics.
Or the
US. The whole bar atmosphere just felt very, very hateful. Just, I had a very low energy. I'm like, wow, it feels not good in here. It does not feel good in here. And to me, I was just thinking, I'm like, okay, I was in the wrong for saying Northern Ireland and that.
All right, this is way too much. I can't handle it. I think she made a huge deal out of this for probably nothing. Also, like, just stand on 10 toes and say, yeah, I voted for Trump. If you did, like, they'll probably just have a political debate with you. I don't think anyone's gonna like throw a fist at your face. I could be wrong. I don't know. So you were accused of being a bad person because you voted for Trump, not because you're American. You're free to vote for whoever you want, but you're not free from the consequences of that decision. This goes both ways with both sides. I feel like they say the same thing. I really don't want to get too political on this, but a Trump voter saying I'm a kind human is so outrageous. I'll give a little bit of pushback on that. I know a lot of Trump supporters, and they are kind humans for the most part. They can be dickheads from time to time, but actual people are okay.
Never believed the whole, oh, Americans in Europe are so bad. Yesterday, I sat down at a burger restaurant and asked for American cheese. Everybody laughed. That's not a thing here. It's okay, though, Carter. It's just one time. It couldn't get worse.
Okay, bro. I paused at the craziest part. You're not really helping the Americans in the UK at all. Like, this guy's got a lot of zest on him, and it's just it's quite a bit. It's kind of
I found the most romantic cafe. I went in and I was like, hi.
The romantic cafe. Like, what the and it's not even, he's just got a lot. I mean, obviously he's a gay guy. You know, they're a little bit more loud, and like I said, they got a little bit more zest on him, but he is just quite a bit.
Can I get an iced vanilla latte with oat milk? They don't have oat milk. Or ice. Or vanilla. I don't understand how people here don't drink sweet coffee. But you know what? They have McDonald's. So I'm on my way there to see if they have iced coffee.
Dear God, dude, just walking down the street screaming into a phone. Oh, holy cow. Why would you ask for crappy processed cheese when you can get quality European cheese? I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand either. This kind of feels like rage bait as well. He's a big influencer, though. He's got a lot of followers.
Time for part 2 of my series, The Influencers Lied and I Cried. And I already know I'm gonna get absolutely destroyed for this one. But, Positano, you were not what I expected you to be. For starters, there weren't many authentic restaurants. Like, there wasn't even good gelato. And there was maybe one
Jesus Christ.
good pizza place and one good pasta place, but most of them were fancy and overpriced. Second, there was terrible nightlife. One good rooftop bar that gets super crowded, and then one club that you have to pay
Look at these fucking views, and she's like sitting here just talking shit.
Cover for. And bar hopping just didn't seem like a thing.
Crazy
And you have
work.
one tiny crowded beach. It's like you have to do a beach club, but they're all so expensive. And I felt like the one we went to just didn't live up to the hype. Also have really hard
Had a really bad time, you guys. I was in my, my private beach club. Getting shots poured down her throat on the beach. It just really didn't live up to what I thought.
public transportation, and you basically have to hike to get around because you are locked in on the side of a
You
cliff.
have to
This next
walk.
one is gonna sound so hypocritical, and I know it's gonna get taken the wrong way. There were just so many Americans. I don't know how to put this, but it was like the
You're American.
people that weren't well traveled, like just loud and yelling down the tiny streets while repping their favorite football team. So this is definitely not the place to try and experience the true authentic Italian culture. Don't get me wrong, we definitely had highlights. Like both our cooking class and our boat day were absolutely amazing. And it's pretty obvious that these views speak for themselves, which is why I will still continue to post my beautiful Positano content, but it's worth it to be aware of some of the downsides. We also just came from Greece, so all of our expectations were really high.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I can't. All right, I've had enough for the day. I can't handle anymore. If you have any hateful comments, be sure to drop them down below for me. I promise you I won't cry on camera. And if you enjoyed the video, smash the like button, subscribe, stick around, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.